on the browser. To witness the change here, we have to take our mouse cursor over YouTube, and you can see we have a small pop-up here that contains the value of a title attribute. Let me zoom in a bit here. So here you can see on taking the mouse cursor, we have this small pop-up with the value of a title attribute, right? Another thing we can do for this task is we can add a link over here on the word YouTube. We'll discuss it in the upcoming videos when we'll go through text links in HTML. So you guys will understand it much better then. Now, you guys may have a question in your mind that we can do this exact same thing with formatting tags as well, right? Yes, of course we can do that, but formatting refers to the process of molding the text for a better look and feel of the text, while phrase tags are used to provide meaning to a block of text. It's not necessary that if a tag falls under the category of formatting tags, then it can't be a phrase tag. The difference lies in the purpose of using that particular tag. I hope you guys are getting it. The next tag we are going to discuss is the mark tag. We have already discussed this tag in the formatting tags as well. So let's discuss it one more time. The mark tag in HTML is used to mark any particular text. The text will be highlighted with yellow color. So we have discussed it previously. Now what we are going to do is we are going to copy this piece of code. So we are going to copy the whole paragraph from here and then we'll paste it here. Now instead of using the emphasis tag, we are going to use the mark tag over here. Fine. So we are going to change the tag name from emphasis to mark for the opening and closing tag. Save it now. And you can see we have another paragraph over here which is almost the same, or which is exactly the same. It says, hello everyone, this is Kaushal. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now the thing to notice here is the word YouTube. It is highlighted in yellow color, right? So the title attribute will work same over here as well. If we put our mouse cursor over the word YouTube, you can see we have this pop-up with the same title value, right? So one thing to notice here is the title attribute is basically the differentiator between the formatting tags and the phrase tags. It means that the tag remains the same, but the way of using it defines the purpose. So let's move ahead and we'll now discuss the abbreviation tag in HTML. The word abbreviation in general terms refers to the short form of a word. That's it. We have the answer here. If we are using any abbreviation for any word, we want the user to know that this particular word has a special meaning. Then we can use the abbreviation tag. So the syntax goes like this. What we'll do is we'll again use the same paragraph and we'll paste it over here again. So what we are going to do is we are going to remove this empty space from here so that you guys will be able to see the whole code or as much code as possible. So what we are going to do now is we are going to use the abbreviation tag. Fine. So we'll remove this piece of code from here. We have to put this over the word YouTube. So what we are going to do is we are going to write here abbreviation, and inside there we are going to write YT. So this is the short form of YouTube basically. Now save the program and you can see that we have another paragraph, but there's no difference over here as of now. The word is simple. It's not standing out basically, right? So this is because while using the abbreviation tag, we must necessarily use the title attribute along with this tag. So let's do it here. We have to write here title and we have to write here YouTube because YT stands for YouTube. So we are going to write here YouTube. Now save the program and you can see here that the abbreviation YT is now underlined with a dotted line. Fine. This indicates that the word YT is used as an abbreviation here and the user will know that something is different over here. On taking the mouse cursor over it, you can see we have the value of our title attribute. You can see it says YouTube. So this is basically the short form of YouTube, YT over here. Now the next tag we are going to discuss is the address tag. This tag is used to display the address in the web browser. The content is written within the opening and closing address tag is considered as an address in HTML. So this is the address we generally use. Fine, not an IP address or nothing else. The general address we use for our location or for our address. So let's use this tag over here. We'll write here address and this is the tag. Now inside this tag we are going to write YouTube office, let's say, Then we have 123 street. So this is going to be the street name for our address. Then we have, let's say, sector. So let's say the sector is 456. And then we have the place name as Noida and the country name as India. Fine. So this is an address, and let's save the program. You can see here the difference in the browser. The address tag over here has a different font. This tag is used to indicate that this particular block of text is an address. So you can see it over here. This is our address. Now, if you want to see it clearly, let me remove these 3 paragraphs from here. Save the program now, and you can see we have address over here. So if you want to write it in different lines, so what we can do is we can use the break tag over here, then over here again, save the program, and you can see we have the address over here. The font is different. That's the only difference between address tag and other tags. The next tag we are going to discuss is the short quotation tag. This tag is used to add double quotes within a sentence. The syntax is simple. So what we'll do is we'll write something over here. Let's say we are writing over here a paragraph. We are writing over here, let's say again, please subscribe to a. Now we want the word YouTube inside double quotes, right? So for that we are going to use the quotation tag. This is the syntax. We have to write simple Q and we have to put the word YouTube inside it. Fine, then we'll write here channel and we have to put a space over here. Save the program, and you can see it says please subscribe to our YouTube channel with YouTube present inside double quotes. Fine. So the last tag we are going to discuss in today's tutorial is the code tag in HTML. This tag is used to represent programming code in HTML. The text will look like we have any code from a programming language. For example, we'll write here code. This is the tag. Now inside there we'll write, let's say we are using a for loop in JavaScript. So we'll write here for I is equals to 0. Then we have I less than 3. So let's give some spaces over here, and then we have I plus plus. Fine. Then after this we have inside here console.log, and we are going to print hi. Fine. So if you are new to this language, just ignore it. It's just a simple piece of code from JavaScript. So save it now, and you can see we have this code over here. Now what we are going to do next is we are going to use break tag over here first, then we'll understand it. Fine. So we are going to use the br tag here again and here again. Fine, save it now, and you can see the code now. You can see we have the same output on the browser as the text present in VS Code. The font is exactly the same. So this represents a piece of code in HTML. We can use the code tag for that. So guys, these are some of the basic phrase tags we discussed in today's video. As we mentioned earlier that the list is quite long for all these tags. We'll discuss them in future whenever we use them. I hope you guys got it. Till now, we have covered different types of tags present in HTML. We came across the formatting tags and the phrase tags present in HTML. In the last part, we also covered the differences between these tags. Apart from all the differences these tags have, they are still similar in one aspect. That is, these tags are used to change the appearance of a web page. Whenever we use these tags, we change the look and the feel of a web page. Now, the meta tag is a bit different from these tags. This tag does not impact the appearance of a web page. It is used in the head section of the HTML document and does not require any closing tag to work. What this tag does is, it gives information about the data we have on our web page. Meta refers to metadata. Metadata means data about data. For example, if we have a website that provides the user with some data, it can be any kind of data, and the user can go through it to gain some information. But the information about the data present on our website is given by metadata only. What does it mean to provide data about data? For example, if we go to Google and search for a keyword. Now, How Google works is it goes through the keywords present in any particular website and then shows the user that particular website. Those keywords here refer to metadata, and we have to put them inside meta tags in HTML. The description we get while searching for a website is also present inside the meta tag of any HTML document. Basically, what we are trying to say is this tag is used to give essential information about any particular web page. Meta elements can be used to include name-value pairs describing properties of HTML documents. For example, if you want to put any keyword for a web page, the name attribute inside the meta tag will contain the keyword, and the value attribute will contain the actual keyword name. There is no closing tag needed in meta elements because these elements contain information within attributes only. We can use multiple meta tags for different information.